The second step in this first lesson that we are doing for this module is to identify the best practices for establishing a professional online presence. Now, lucky for us, we're going to be able to do a little bit of research to figure out what some of those best practices are. I noticed in the pre-course survey that most of our class has used some type of social media before personally, whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever. However, most of us have not used it professionally. And as you might have guessed, how you use and how you speak, how you type, what kinds of things you post on a personal account are probably going to be pretty different than the voice you want to give yourself for a professional account. So in this step, you're actually going to be doing some research where you examine the online activities of your top 3 competitors or 3 leaders in related industries. So this is going to look a little bit different for everyone depending on what business or brand you are choosing to promote. So for example, in step 1, we were given the example of Paula's Donuts. So whoever's doing social media for Paula's Donuts is probably going to go and research some of the biggest competitors, maybe Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, maybe even things like Starbucks because they serve, breakfast and coffee just like Paula's Donuts might. If Paula's Donuts is based, around here, they might go and research how some local places that serve donuts or breakfast are marketing themselves on social media. Whereas for you guys, unless you're marketing or creating a brand for Paula's Donuts, you're probably not going to be spending your time researching how the donut places use social media. So whatever 3 places you choose to research, they need to be related to the business or brand that you are doing social media for. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the competitor scan sheet. And as you can see, once I clicked on the competitor scan sheet, I have an option here to download it. And downloading it actually gives it to me as a Word document. Now, for those of you who are comfortable with Google Docs or OneDrive or any of those online services, if you would rather use those, that's fine. If you do that, you'll just need to share the link with me when you're finished instead of submitting the document. So basically, for the competitor scan sheet, you're going to fill in your name, and then whatever 3 companies you pick, you're going to fill in the company, and then you're just basically checking yes or no and giving me a little bit of information about how each of those uses social media. So you're filling in the same information for companies 1, 2, and 3. And remember, the point of this exercise is to begin researching how your competitors are using social media so you can start thinking about maybe what they do well, what they leave out. So it kind of helps you as you start to think about how you're going to be using social media for your brand or your company. And then once you're finished with that, that is what you are going to click here to submit to me for this assignment. You'd also have an example here of a completed competitor scan sheet, so you can see, kind of what it might look like when you are finished. And then, of course, you also have another link here that gives you kind of best practices for using the internet to promote your business. So that's some good background research for you. But once you have completed the competitor scan sheet, submit it, and you are finished with step 2 of this first lesson.